Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Wednesday, February 28th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. First off, a couple of clarifications. Number one, the candlestick you see right there will be moving around. That is because the market's still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. And then second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of time. So ticker number one, SOUN, and this thing continues to be an absolute beast. Did this on Monday, and updates once again need to be made. First I'm going to do is a little house cleaning, just get rid of that line right there. Sure, it still pertains, it's not really relevant right now, and I don't want to risk causing a bunch of confusion because there's lines and clutter everywhere. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. First update is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, they tend to act as support. So moving forward, 595 and newer level of support. What I'm going to do is actually just adjust this level up to right there at the 650 mark, and that would be the ideal level. We're going to say, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest? And yeah, ideally, if the price can stay above 650, that would make the chart look extra strong. But don't get me wrong, it's not like if the price falls below there, then that means the entire chart's destroyed or ruined or anything like that. But yeah, if the price could manage to stay above there, that'd be a great sign of strength. And then as far as resistance levels are concerned, main level to watch from that angle of things, going to be right here at that downtrending trend line right there. So for you pattern players out there, I'd have no problem with the thought that, hey, you got a nice little bull pennant there. So let me put the golf hole down there and make a little more visual for you golfers out there. So if you just want to simply call this a bull pennant, I would not put up any argument against that. But all things considered, if you like bull pennants, you like stocks down below $10, definitely keep an eye on it. Next one, ticker symbol AULT, and pretty rough day, but they're in pretty ugly chart right now, but there can be opportunity in the ugly. And I mean, just when you stop and think about the fact that price gapped all the way up there, moved to that point in true story, there were some poor souls that bought right there. And then this big, nasty pullback, no doubt about it. But with all that being said, the price is now down right near both these moving averages, the pink line being the 200 period moving average, purple line being the 50 period moving average. Does that mean that for sure, guaranteed, without question, if it comes down there, it'll for sure bounce? Of course not. There are no guarantees, are no for sures. But is it plausible? Is it logical that the price could come down to those key moving averages and then get some sort of bounce in the upward direction? That is certainly a more than plausible scenario. So if you like penny stocks and you like to play these potential, kind of opportunity within the ugly type situations, keep an eye on it. Next one, MARA, and overall, good looking chart. There's a little bit of perspective that goes into this, meaning if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought right there and your plan was to buy and sell within 10 minutes, well then yes, from that perspective, the chart looks pretty rough. But assuming you do care about the bigger picture, even with the pullback, price still has plenty of opportunity. And let me, in fact, give up more perspective. You can see right here, the uptrend is still fine. And then even the uptrend over the past couple of days, still perfectly healthy. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, do a little house cleaning here and get rid of these lines as they serve their purpose, because now that we have more data, let me adjust this area of support up to what I would call now at 28.85, and whenever levels of support need to be adjusted in the upwards direction, assuming you're bullish, that is definitely always a good sign. So that ideal level, meaning once again that level that would make this look the absolute best moving forward, would definitely be if the price can stay there above 28.85. But from the grand scheme of things, just watch that purple line there as the main area of support, being the 50 period moving average, keyword being moving. So as time goes by, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. And, as long as the price stays above that, line that, if you want to just envision that as a trend line that's drawn itself for you, then the overall trend is still plenty bullish. In terms of areas of resistance, main level here, right there at $30.80. So I'd keep an eye on that. And then just from an overarching standpoint, nothing fancier than the part where the party stopped today. That was up there right around $32.90. So keep an eye on that as that overall resistance. Next one here, CXAI, and nice mover today, nice pattern here. So let's just get this pattern mapped out, because in my opinion, at least, I think this is what most people are going to be watching. And top part of the pattern right up there, key level resistance at $3.30. And then as far as the support part, you have a nice little trend line right here that is in effect. Let me change that to green to represent the support. And then we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the nice upwards move here, have the golf hole down here, so we have ourselves another bull pennant pattern. So if you like bull pennants, you like this price range down below the $5 mark, I'd certainly keep an eye on it. Next one, ticker symbol AMC, and wow, what a mover, and wow, what a move this last 30 minutes. As I speak, you can see this thing, big green candle. You can see it's trying to push to even higher highs. Market still doesn't close for another 6 minutes, so who knows, when you're watching this thing, maybe the candle right here is even bigger, but that doesn't take away from the fact that very, very impressive breakout today, and things were looking a little sketchy not that long ago when the price had broken down below that pink line right there, but they recovered, and then even late day yesterday, a bigger pullback right here, but never did violate that 200 period moving average, and then you can see the rest of that is history. Very impressive move. So hung in there and now acting very bullishly. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this area of support. Newest area of support, that ideal level right there at $4.73. And then from the overarching scenario, as I've already talked about, just continue to watch that pink line, the 200 period moving average. But for the exciting stuff, now where the potential big battlegrounds at as far as resistance is concerned. And the first key level to watch, which if this momentum continues, of course, no guarantees, but I could see this thing very realistically now headed up here to right around the $4.95 mark, which when you go back through the history of things, you can see this was an area of resistance on several occasions, so keep an eye on that. But no doubt about it, look at the volume bars down there. Very impressive volume bars, got the breakout. So the near-term question, does this momentum carry into Wednesday? We'll see what happens. Real quick, want to take a break and personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering pretty soon. So if you've been enjoying what you've seen and you want to learn more about this tool, how it can and should be used to build consistency and manage risk, then definitely get signed up for the free live webinar. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down in the description box you can use to sign up. Or if you're watching at my website, there's an area right there on the page you can use to get signed up. So like I said, if you've been enjoying, then definitely get signed up for the free webinar. Next one, ticker symbol BBAI, and this is a very interesting situation. Now, I suppose that's a matter of perspective. If you are some sort of breakout player, then yeah, sorry, you have missed the breakout because yeah, this thing, as I speak, has broken up through that area of resistance. With that being said, though, the breakout does lead to a very exciting question. And that question is this the start of something even bigger? Now, think about that question. If nothing worthwhile ever happens, then it makes no sense to ask the question, is this the start of something bigger? Because, well, nothing worthwhile has happened. But that's not the case here. Something worthwhile has happened. Now, to be fair, maybe this isn't the start of anything bigger. Maybe this thing just rolls right back over. That's totally possible. But to be fair, it's a two-sided coin. I mean, maybe this is the start of something even bigger, and this thing picks up another round of momentum. And as we've seen here, this thing can move very, very quickly. So not guaranteed to happen here, but it's plausible because it's happened before, so we know that the potential is there. So if you like these stocks down below $5, you like the scenarios where you got the breakout and now you're looking to see a potential another round of momentum, certainly keep an eye on it. Next one, TSLA Tesla, and this is, again, one of those where it's all about perspective. Those day traders that wanted to sell within 5 minutes that bought right there, not looking good for them. But assuming you care about the bigger picture things, even with the pullback, everything is still perfectly fine. In fact, the level, and for those of you that watched yesterday's video, I talked about was 198.70-ish area. Look at that. The power of charts, price pulled all the way back here and then went sideways, got a little bounce, rolled back over, and once again, has maintained that level. So moving forward, 198.70 is going to be very important. If the price does not hold above it, then you have that purple line there not too far below it. That would be the more so the ideal level. If the price falls below it on the purple line, I'm still not going to say that completely destroys the chart, but it would start to reveal that maybe the bears are starting to pick up a little bit more strength there. So keep an eye on that. And then as far as resistance levels, actually the same things that I talked about yesterday, because yes, 201.50 was temporarily broken, but because the price has managed to move back below there, that goes to being that initial area of resistance with the next key overarching level up there at the 206.85 mark. Next one, SOFI, and we have another one, well, almost. I was going to say another one of these situations where it's broken out, but I don't think that's true because the high is right there. But as I speak right there, $9.17, the price is doing battle with that level. Market closes in less than 1 minute. So odds are it's not going to break through here. So you're going to have actually two groups of people out there. You're going to have the long saying, okay, does this get the breakout tomorrow? They are thinking that's a more than logical thought. You're also going to have bearish people saying, well, is this some sort of double top where it's going to get rejected like it did right there? Again, those people, that's a logical thought. And that's why risk management matters, because somebody's going to be right, somebody's going to be wrong. So whether you're someone that likes to play breakouts or you're someone that likes to play potential double tops, this one offers both those categories, something to at least keep an eye on, which is what a watch list is all about, to watch and see how things continue to develop. Next one, PLTR, and this one is also nearing a very interesting level. Didn't quite get above it, but you can see this general area here around 2460. Going to be a key level of resistance. Right there, rejected the price. Right there, rejected the price. So that'll be the first big question mark moving forward is, can the price break through that level? With the secondary question, if it does, then you can ask the question, okay, is this the start of something even bigger? So still a relatively exciting question because it's very close to potentially breaking out. So even when you get to ask the question, oh, can it happen? That's always exciting too. So definitely keep a very close eye on 2460. And then just kind of crazy part, look at these moving averages. Basically, the same value right now. Now, that will not always remain the case, but right now that 200 period moving average pink line, 50 period moving average purple line, in my mind, set up a very interesting potential level of support if there is any sort of deeper pullback. But in my opinion, at least the most interesting dynamic about this one is all about 2460 and can the price get the break through it? And if it does that generate more momentum? That's, like I said, the key questions that I think most people will care about. Next one, TQQQ, which is an ETF that measures the NASDAQ market. So if you believe the NASDAQ market as a whole is going to go up, this one will also go up. It's just a very popular ETF because it allows people access at a much lower price point. And for a while, it was looking not so good at all as a price. You can see right there, broke down through this sideways channel pattern, which I've been talking about quite a bit over the past few days. So there's a sideways channel pattern. But yes, the price did break down below it right there. And then things are looking sketchy, but to give credit where credit's due, the bull showed back up and it said, back up we go. So overall, the chart actually didn't really do anything at all because where it closed here is basically the exact same spot where it's been spending the middle of the channel. So from that angle, nothing really happened. Now, yes, of course, it happened dramatically as the price temporarily broke down and then got back up there. But as far as the overall pattern is concerned, it's still just a wait and see. Wait to see who is ultimately going to truly break out. The bears looked like they made it a try, but then the bull showed up big time. So keep in mind, just because the price breaks above the upside, you still want to be skeptical because it might be the same thing where it all of a sudden ends right back into its middle point. But overall, the sideways channel remains top part of that channel, $60.60. Bottom of the channel down there right around $59.40. So yeah, continue to eat that popcorn, and we'll see who eventually wins this battle. So that wraps up the top 10 list. Again, if you like what you saw here, then definitely get signed up for the free live webinar coming very soon. It'll be Thursday, February 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope to see you there. As far as these top 10 videos are concerned, do two things for me. Hit the like button, leave a comment below. Those things really help out these videos. They help out the channel, and they encourage me to keep on doing these because when I know people are enjoying, I'll continue to put in the time and effort to get this content out to you. So again, hit that like button, leave a comment below. Go get signed up for that free webinar. Thanks for watching.